because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down. It's Allen out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw for Allen. He's on the move. Well, all the way across the field, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover on the first series of this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Davis gets it from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On first down, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Get in the end zone.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going right side, Davis with it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back to throw now, Allen. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right, offense, let's go.
Running out of the gun with Davis. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going right back to Davis. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Across midfield at the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now Allen going to the air. He throws a bullet to the center of the... It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He finds space for a few yards that time. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 16. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. That throw finds Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Walker now from the gun. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're going play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him. score.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
On the Seahawks 42-yard line.
From the 42. Short pass brought in. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
56, 56.
Allen on 3rd and short. Has it at the 7. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 35. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Running left, here's Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Caught, nice game left side. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks go up by 12. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks bump the lead up to 13 points. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And the defense brings him down before he can get close. They force the turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. Finds a big lane. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. Touchdown, Seattle! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
This could be a turning point.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Another carry for him. He's contained at the line for no gain. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Back-to-back carries here. Across the 45 and still going. And he gets this one down to the 27. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Has some space inside the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills. Looking at 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And in! Touchdown, Buffalo! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills drop the lead back to 13. Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Throwing it to start this drive. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he takes it in, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Play action on 1st down. On the move, headed right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Handoff here to Sanders. And they take him down right along the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. Hauled in left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the margin stays glued at 20.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Walker on 1st down. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. He had it for a moment, but a great defense. Loose, incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
This is Walker on 2nd. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. The Bills drop the lead back to 13. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Lays out left side and gets it. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. It's caught Metcalf. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They give up the gut to Walker. He finds space into the red zone. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-possession game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks push the lead to 20. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw here on 1st down. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 31. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, and the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rolling left, buying some time. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Seahawks have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Man in motion, headed right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. They're throwing it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they push their lead to 23.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll throw on first. Escapes the pocket. He's got it over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
2nd and 4. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's the Bills' ball as we start the fourth, but any efforts may be futile facing that deficit. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to throw this one. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now an inside give to Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give left side to Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Slot man motioned over. Here's 2nd and 2. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They go with Walker here. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Brown on the inside give. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. Kicking team on to try the PAT. And the kick is good. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Motioning him from the slot right. Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun now on third down. Throwing the out route complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down from the red zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Throwing once again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Here he goes on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the hands of Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Escapes out to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Working quickly here. 2nd and 3. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's on the move. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Motioning him from the slot right. They'll throw on 2nd and 10. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. There goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. He'll throw it yet again. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Flush down out to his left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Reek Woolen with the INT. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
It's Walker on the give. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On third down, Walker has a big hole left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.